look at some of my plants. Look at this, man. Look at that. Look at these papaya trees, man. Amazing.
Got him.
I just wanted to thank you guys once again for coming to this channel. Remember that one I told you I wanted to water? So I go ahead and water my sugar cane here. Can't wait for that to grow. Yeah, what I do is I save all my soil and then I'll condition it, you know, in which I'll make it come back to a better thing, a better source, you know. So we're getting ready to sink this other piece. And it's all about level now. I decided I want the best. So I'm going to use these as my filters. I'm building these as my do-it-yourself filtration system. And, you know, of course, we all got to take our chances and turns. This is kind of like a little exercise for me. It's going to fill up in this section here. It's going to come to a certain point, and then it's going to drop down. And all solids will go into here.
Iguana people. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Base Camp. Today the iguana people are doing a huge update in the Blackhouse. Seems Johan be setting up a new filtration system. It gonna be a process, but I tell you, when it's done, you gonna be amazed on how perfect it is. Let's see what he be doing right now. It's always fun down on the farm with the iguana people.
What's up, guys? We're here out here doing some watering on the banana trees. I just wanted to thank you guys once again for coming to this channel. As you know, I appreciate everything you guys do, and I'll tell you, we've gone from now to up to over 112,000 people, and I'm really pleased over that whole action. So I'm gonna water my plants here, and while I do, I'm fixing to update you on what we're doing in the back. So I'm gonna have to fill this up over here too, because there's a couple of little plants over there, like my kumquat tree that I want to get, and make sure that it gets a lot of water. So, you know, we're almost done with rainy season here. We haven't been getting too much rain, thank God, because of course we don't want the hurricanes to come and hit us, you know. But that's how it is. Got to roll up on my blueberries here because a couple of them survived, one of them didn't. I let a friend of mine use a lawnmower. He didn't know how to drive right, and there it is. That's the result of that. I won't go there. I won't mention on who did that, but you know how it is.
That's how it goes.
It goes like that sometimes. Remember that one I told you I wanted to water? So I go ahead and water my sugar cane here. Can't wait for that to grow. And my kumquat tree, of course.
Very little.
I give that a lot of water because it deserves it.
Very thirsty.
It is. It is. Let's check out these jack plants here that
big.
These jackfruit plants that I planted. Planted these from a seed, and they're all coming up nicely. Like, and what I like to do is clean out the leaves of them, because these leaves, believe it or not,
Do they cause it problems, Johan?
They do. They bring bugs, you know, and see the bugs go ahead and eat that one there, you know.
They like to munch on it.
They do. They do. So you got to make sure you clean out your stuff. You want to make sure you water it all up really nice, like. And then, you know, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these out and I'm going to put them in these 1 gallon jugs. And I might do that today, but look for that video because I got my scooper ready and I just have to get the soil ready, which is over here. Yeah, what I do is I save all my soil and then I'll condition it, you know, in which I'll make it come back to a better thing, a better source, you know. I'll get some peat moss and all of that stuff, and I'll make this really nice, like, and then I'll put it up in these pots, you know, like so, and then I'll put my little trees in them. This way they have a nice place to grow. And I really didn't have to go buy them. I planted them myself. And then I'll grow them the size and they'll look like something like this in here. This is what it looks like. Now you saw it when it was like this, okay? And I put them in here like this. And then I have them this size here. They're about this size here. And then here is the next phase of what we got, guys. And this here is about ready to go in the ground. So I'm really, really pleased with this. My soil is the best. I treat my soil with live matter, and also, if you don't know what I mean by live matter is when we throw out the guts for them iguanas and everything else, I treat it in my soil and I put it in a huge compost. And so, look at some of my plants. Look at this, man. Look at that. Look at these papaya trees, man. Amazing, amazing, amazing. We're growing stuff here in water. We're getting ready to put these whole systems in. We're getting ready to change the whole Blackhouse out. You're probably wondering, Johan, why do I have these tops on the ground? Well, that's a very good question. Okay, we decided that we're going to come with a different type of style of aquatic system here. This system is probably going to sit up maybe about this high here. One of these tanks here are going to act like a reservoir, and it's going to get buried right here. This way the water will be in here with the natural fish waste. It'll be able to go through there with a bead of beds like this. Now inside of that we'll be able to grow our organics inside of that, such as our avocado trees and our strawberries. And also we're going to be putting in some grow towers. We're going to be utilizing these water features, and we're going to be building some as well. So all of the fish tanks, they're going to be moved onto the other side of the building. We're also going to expand this over about another 30 feet. So we're about ready to have some good times here. We're going to have some good times. We're going to get ready to start planting all of these trees that we started planting. Look at this beautiful fig tree, man.
Came back.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's coming out great. The Home Depot bucket method is amazing, guys. It is totally amazing.
Shout out to Home Depot.
Shout out to Home Depot. Don't you forget to go to a real man store. Nobody else wants to go to that other Liberated store. Okay, so I'm changing a lot of things here because I come up with a lot of different concepts. Like, for instance, this filtration that I built 5 years ago was really good, okay? And it lasted 5 years, great, do-it-yourself kit, all of this. It was awesome. It's kept the pond really, really good. I have no complaints about it. But now as I go along and I'm keeping more fish and more of a fish load, every day in here I get more fish. It's amazing how many we go through a day. If you guys are interested in any fish, please look up for the information below, because if you guys are looking for collector's items, I have them. If you guys are looking for regular pond fish, we definitely have them. We're also going to start dealing in small fruit trees, okay, aquatic plant trees, and nice fruit trees like this size here, all of that. So again, you'll have to come out here, look for the information below, and hit my email. This way you can schedule your appointment to come out here if you're local. Well, hell, even if you're not local, you want to come down there, hit my email. So now you saw them 3 bays out there, right? And so now I decided I want the best. So I'm going to use these as my filters. I'm building these as my do-it-yourself filtration system. This is going to be great because I'm going to tie this into an aquaponics system here. I got my whole mind is twisted with all my plants. I'm really excited about that whole gig. So I'm going to need a 3-inch hole bit to come through here so I can put my uniseals in here. And it's going to be really elaborate, the system. It's going to come in. It's going to come in from here, Okay, and it's gonna go fill up to the top, then go down to the bottom, fill up there, go down to the bottom, and right in. It's gonna be awesome. And then of course I'm gonna build, you know, as I told you before earlier in this video, I'm gonna build what I got here. So I'm really excited about that. The tilapia are getting ready to go. We got our guy, he's gonna come down and pick them up. I don't know if we're gonna grow another batch of them. We're definitely gonna grow some or house some shiners and stuff like that, local baits for the people. You know, my main thing is growing these organic fruit trees, man. I love growing fruit trees. You know, and as you can tell, you know, growing from fish waste, you know, look at this plant, man. Look how beautiful it looks. You know what I'm saying? The way that we got this soil is untouchable. If you guys want to get some for your home plants, you know what I'm saying? Hit the email down below, and I'll gladly send you some. It's really good, man. It's really good, and look how black that is.
Very black.
You know, it means a great deal for your plants, especially when you know, you're growing in this stuff. Let me show you exactly what I grow in. So what I usually do, you see, oh, this is all fish poop here. But all fish poop right here. Look at that. See, that's all fish poop right there. And what I'll do is I'll mix that in the water regimen, and that is exactly what goes into my plants. Look at this, man. Ain't that beautiful? Remember those plants I was telling you about? That I planted those seeds? Now look at them. They're all coming up. See them how they're coming up there? Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And before you know it, they will be these. I just wanted to show you guys that on how they're doing. And of course, you know, the tilapia are doing great in here. We get about a centimeter a day growth rate, you know. So that's in about 8 months. You got, you know, from little one to pan size, you know, edible size. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're saying. You don't have to keep telling me.
So I guess we're gonna dig this in, and these pylons are gonna sit about halfway down. Okay, and this is gonna act like, you know, the bridge that's gonna hold up the Aquaponics growers. This is all do-it-yourself. This is stuff that we had laying around. We were gonna go one way, we decided to go another. So this is how we're gonna do it. Stay tuned, guys. Grabby's digging himself a nice hole over there. And you know, when we dig holes, we mean business. And you know, of course, we all gotta take our chances in turns. This is kind of like a little exercise for me. You know, but this is where I wish I had the Serb here to hang out and acclimate. You know what I'm saying? I'm wishing that my Serb friend was over here doing this Serb stuff, you know, because they're used to digging bunkers. So he knew how to dig a hole. That guy there, he used to come around here, sit around and acclimate just like this. Happy little fella with that hat on. I could just hear his voice now. Oh, I am so happy. Happy, happy, happy. I love the Serbs.
He did not like Bill Clinton very much,
No.
Johan.
No, he didn't, you know. And you know, I used to love when he used to run around with the foil around his head. Anyways, so on to this, guys. I'm gonna move on, and we're gonna do another little event. The Serb helped us do all of that.
Very nice.
So we're graduating now. You remember the time when we were coming through that area in that Palm Beach Gardens area where they had the guards in there, and we had the Serb in the back of the van? What was he doing? He was going, help me, please. They are doing things to me back here. And the guy with the security officer is like saying, is there anything wrong in the back? And I said, no, he's just messing around. But yeah, the Serb was funny as hell, man. I miss him. So I'm gonna set this up, and I'm gonna make sure that this is all level. And I'm gonna set this into concrete. These here, we're gonna sit on top of that. We're gonna fill that up with rock. We're gonna build that biological system into a positive. We are gonna bust some plants out that you guys have never seen before in your life. I don't care who it is out there. Nobody has the soil graphs that I have. Why? Because I've been working on this stuff for years. And if you don't believe it, go see my son up there in Northeast Relief, up in Northeast Pennsylvania. He also designed his own strain of soil. And he also is very good at planting. Make sure that you go see his website at, what is it?
NortheastRelief.com.
Go check him out, and he'll show you what kind of stuff he grows. I, myself, make my own. So we're getting ready to sink this other piece, and it's all about level now. We gotta level it out. So as you can tell, we got this part in the ground. Now I'll throw concrete behind that and level it all up, and that's where we'll put our grow things. We'll have one more to go on here, and that'll be on this side here. So that's gonna be fun, guys. Stay tuned. So as you can tell, we went ahead and we changed up all of this. Okay, so this is gonna be our 3-bay here. It's gonna be sucked down from here. Okay, pump is gonna be put in here. It's gonna run right around this back wall here, and it's gonna enter over there. Okay, what it's gonna do is gonna fill up in this section here. It's gonna come to a certain point, and then it's gonna drop down, and all solids will go into here. It's gonna fill back up, come back up to this point, drop back down to here. This will all have media in it as well. It'll fill up and go to that point there. It'll wrap around this wall here and connect with that pipe and right into that last secondary catch bin right there. And this whole thing should be very, very clear. So inside of here, there's going to be grow media. You know, we'll have like, you know, the little pebbles in here, and this here is going to have its sump back here. So as I had said before, I'm going to go ahead and put this all together, and I'll show you on the next phase on the whole system running. This whole thing here has to be, you know, I have to level this, and I have to wait for the stone to come in so I can put that in there. Each one of those things takes anywhere between 10 and 15 60-pound bags of pea gravel in there. So that's a lot. We had to set all of those 4x4s into concrete so it can sit there levelly, you know. So this is going to look really, really nice, guys. This whole fish room is going to be looking different, you know, and thanks to you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys liking our videos and all of this stuff, we couldn't make the changes that we're doing. You know, I appreciate all you guys. As you can see, we're going to be bringing you some nice stuff. So stay tuned for this and wait until the next phase, and I can't wait for this to be up and running to show you that last minute. So as you can tell, I'm a little bit worked up and stuff because I'm doing a lot of changes here. As you can tell, I'm making a 3-phase biological system filtration here, do it yourself. Okay, we have pond water that's coming in on the back end here, and what it does is it fills up, and evidently I have to add another pipe here because I need a little bit more volume to come down. Okay, so, and then it comes down here into the bottom, fills back up, comes out there, goes down here to the bottom, and then it goes out there on the exit. So, and then it comes back in over there on the pond. So I'm putting in also a drainage here. This drainage is going to come out here, and it's going to go out this way. All of these are going to be now grow beds here. These are all going to be all aquaponic grow beds here. We're making a lot of changes, as you can tell. I'm giving you guys a sneak peek on what I'm doing. So This way you guys get a general idea. You know, we're gonna open this place fully for, you know, I'm gonna grow some really, really good organic fresh herbs here. I got a couple of deals with a couple of good restaurants on West Palm Beach. I'm going to grow organic fresh vegetables or fresh herbs, you know, for appointed chefs. You know, if you want to have good parsley or basil, you'll know to come to me. Why? Because I'm going to grow this stuff with the best that I can. There's nothing going to be, you know, garbage. There's going to be no pesticides. Everything is going to be done natural. All of the nutrients are going to be done with the fish waste and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and you know, and do that. I'm going to add another couple of pipes here to give me a little bit more volume, so I can have a little bit more drainage, and it'll go good into my system, and then plus make all of my fish happy. I'm going to put down this here is going to be my sump. Okay, this is going to go in the ground here. This is going to sink in the ground probably about 3 foot, and this sump is what is going to be the water for this system here. It all looks like it's up in the days right now, but like I said, I wanted to put everything together. I'm putting holes in here so I can do you know, flow through and everything else, man. I didn't start doing this, guys, until the ratings on my channel started going up, and because of that, I wanted to make sure that you guys see that I'm putting it together with the channel. You know, I'm really pleased with the help I've been getting from everybody. You guys know who you are. I just wanted to thank Pablo from Airgun One. Wanted to thank Brian Kamada from University Archives. All of the produce people that have been helping us out, you know, to feed the critters that we've been having. All of the people over at Project Perch, you know, for hanging out with us over there. We helped them, you know, put a link in whole into their iguana problem. You see, them people over there at Project Perch, they take care of all of the burrowing owls. If, you know, these burrowing owls have you know, problems, you know, being able to, you know, repopulate, their numbers will dwindle. So that's why people like Paul and Kelly and everything over at Project Perch, you'll see their stuff down here below. Make sure you guys look into what they do, you know, because everything that they do is for the native burrowing owl. I mean, they eat, sleep, and poop it. Believe it or not, man, because that's all they do is take care of that. So, again, you know, that is mainly for the natives. So, and it helps our environment, because if they can't take care of themselves with everything that's being built here, it's chasing them out. So sadly, you have to, you know, to deal with that kind of thing when you're messing with that. You know, when you have buildings going up, you have our wildlife going down, and, you know, and it sucks because, you know, they don't know what to do. My friend Angel gave us this, I don't know, about a year ago. He gave me some seeds, and I grew this from the seed. I grew quite a few of them from seed. But this one here looks a little different compared to this one. This one here looks more robust, if you ask me. And also, these two, they look like, you know, and there's two.
They're better looking, Johan.
Yeah, they're better looking than the average, you know. I just don't know what it is, but I think it's the strain. So this is more dominant. You can tell right away. So everything looks great, guys. I'm just so pleased over how everything, all of the growth is looking good. All of the beds are doing good. I can't wait to have the beds over there just like this, because when I do that, we'll have great fresh herbs and everything like that. So everything will be lined up really, really good. And it's just going to take a little time, guys. I have to go and get a right hole saw for this one little portion here, so I can, take care of that. I mistakenly got the smaller one, so I need to get the one that I can make it do a flow through really good. So onto that, we are off to Home Depot once again, and we got to thank them guys over at Home Depot because they put up with a lot from us. They definitely do. They can very well say, "Oh no, you can't do this or you can't do that," but yeah. That's what I'm going to have to do. Grabby, I was thinking that we're going to have to put another one of these in. Somehow.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, from here to here.
Well, no, that's got to go just as low. So,
does it?
Yeah, so unfortunately, it has to go from here to there, or to that hole there. So it has to go to there, and then from there to that end piece. That'd be the only way we can do this. So I got to order 3 more unit seals and everything else. I just don't understand that because I had this same pump in 3 55-gallon drums. Now, 3 55-gallon drums are 55 gallons each. These are 360 gallons each. Why is it that the pump itself is so overwhelmingly taking this over? Which the only thing I can think of is that it's the way it sits, and it's not angled correctly. Maybe I should have put these a little higher. It would have gave it a little bit of a slant. Who knows? But you're just gonna have to go with what it is. So we'll go with this, and that's that. We'll figure it out. It's trial and error, guys. So as you can see, this is all part of the filtration I'm doing here. I'm digging out now the drainage. Okay, so I gotta line that, and then I gotta take this 4-way, throw it down there, connect that pipe, that pipe, that pipe. This pipe here is gonna run out underground. It's gonna connect with that system over there. It's gonna come out of the Blackhouse and into the plant beds that are over there. All of my fruit trees, all of this is going to drain right into that, into a little French drain system that I'm putting together there. So, as you can see, like I said, base camp is coming along really, really amazing right now. It's a lot of hard work, man. And I'll tell you, if it wasn't for some of you guys out there, we would have never been able to do this. Bringing us up to 112 subscribers. Or is it
113, Johan.
113 now. And, we're just coming up. And so I figured, we might as well put what we earn off the channel back into what we're doing. It's all do it yourself, but it's affordable. Okay, see, I gotta dig all of this out. And I'll tell you, there is a lot of roots here. On the other piece of this property, I'm gonna have to get a ditch witch. Because you ain't seeing this old man doing this shit too long. I'll do it where it's easy for me, but as soon as it starts to get hard, oh man, I'm running. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a flow through system here, y'all. This system is gonna come down through here. I'm gonna have to go get some tees. I definitely have to have some tees for this particular project, because if I don't have tees, the water ain't gonna flow through. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut me off some necks, is what I call them, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop them down, and we're gonna see how this is gonna roll. Okay. Let's try this here. And put these downspouts in.
Oh, he's fastening it right in. Very nice, Johan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Just push it.
There you go. There you go. Now I gotta do the same thing with this side here. So you're getting the concept. So what I got to do is I got to even these out. And then I got to figure out how to line them all up. And because this here is about the closest I can get to the end of that. So I'm going to have to line these up. I'm going to have to cut these all to size. So the concept of this is quite simple. It's all gravity. So as you can see, I have all of these going here, these on the bottom. And I built these bulkheads in here. When the water comes up through here, it'll come up so high. And then I'll have a standpipe in here. And this will probably sit in here like so. And the water will come up to the top of this and hold in here, and there'll be that media. And it'll go down and come out, and it'll go back into the reservoir. I just wanted to show you guys how far I've come with this. And I have to just finish plumbing it up here on this side here. Then of course, put the media in and sink the sump. But that's probably for another video. With this, you'll come back in a couple more days and we'll show you what's going on with this drainage system here. This drainage system is going to lead out to all of our plants. You know, same thing with all of these other ones here. All of these here, they're going to run out to our plants. So I'm going to put this on a water change right now. So I'm going to open this up here, and then I'm going to close this down here so I can have the water going out. I'm going to do a semi-water change here. So that's how this is going to go right now. But I appreciate you guys coming to this part of the video. And then the next couple of videos or so, you should be able to see the progress on what's going on here. I hope you guys are liking it, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing this.
Thanks for coming to the video, everybody. Now's the time to like, comment, and subscribe to Sunset Aquatics on YouTube.